everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Torrent, a podcast giving you discussions on music, movies, TV, and video games. I'm your host, Nick, and I'm joined, as always, by Alan and Matt. Guys, what's up?
Hey, Nick. How's it going? Dude, I had jury duty today. God, it was so boring.
One of the 7 circles of hell of adult life is jury duty.
Dude, I have never sat in a room and had to just be quiet and do nothing for it was like 7 hours of just sitting there, and I was just playing chess on my phone, and I got called into a room, and they were calling people into like interview, and I just had to sit there, and eventually they just said like, no, we don't need anyone anymore, you guys can all leave. And it was like 7 hours later, and I was like, what was I even doing here?
Wow.
But I'm glad that's over with, so.
I mean,
well, at least you got paid for the day, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't even get to find out what type of case it was. Like, maybe it was a high-profile case.
They did tell like a brief overview of what the case was and like who was involved and stuff, and kind of like some of the very bare minimum stuff, but not really any of the details.
Was it crazy, like a murder or something?
I actually don't think I'm supposed to say, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they kind of say like not to discuss it, so.
Well, as long as you don't give any names. It's like a HIPAA thing, right? Like you could just say like, oh, a patient came in today and their arm was cut off, but you can't really say who it was.
No, say it with euphemisms. like killing could be like eating food. And
what?
I'm not doing this. This is a recorded thing that can be held up in
like there's it's like
in court.
Code, you know? It's a code. If you use it in code, it's fine. Like one guy was eating a hamburger with the woman. All right, anyway. Anywho, I'm doing great. Summer's cool. I don't have to teach, so that rules. And
yeah, so we're kind of right in the right in the thick of summertime right now, and we're going to 4th of July was just happened, and we're going to all the summer parties and having bonfires and doing going to lake houses and whatever. We're kind of right in the thick of summertime, so we figured we'd have a nice summer episode. So we're going to be talking about summer songs, and but we'll save that a little bit later. Let's jump into the news. The weekly download is brought to you by Vodka Lemonade. Do you enjoy hanging out in the backyard and having a few wobbly pops and just get full and bloated on beer without even getting a buzz? Well, we got the perfect drink for you. It's Vodka Lemonade. Throw your ego aside and sip on this tasty beverage while having deep fireside chats with family and friends, such as political hot takes, life or death scenarios, disgusting game of Would You Rather, and who from high school looks horrendous. Vodka Lemonade, the official drink of summer.
Nice. I love a good vodka lemonade.
Dude who doesn't?
Me too.
Yeah.
That's great.
It tastes like summer.
Mix it up with some limeade instead of lemonade, and then game changer.
How do you guys feel about Radlers, which is lemonade and beer?
Oh, it's like a shandy, right?
Yeah, like a shandy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shandy. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the name of it. Radler's a brand, I think.
Probably.
okay.
Shandy.
Okay,
yeah.
Love
No,
them.
I like shandies.
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's another good summertime drink.
Hell yeah, it is.
Takes the bite out of the beer a little bit if you don't like that hoppiness as much. So.
Do you know what? Wait, real quick.
sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
What I learned. Arnold Palmer is my favorite non-alcoholic drink.
Those are good too.
I learned an Arnold Palmer with alcohol in it is called a John Daly.
I've heard that, yeah.
Oh, is it really? That's cool.
And actually struggled with alcohol abuse. So
Yeah, I think that's why they call it that.
It's kind of funny, but also kind of sad. So.
Yeah.
It's a very well-known alcoholic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's
I will be
my other
making
favorite.
John Daly's at my next house party, so thank you for that suggestion, Matt.
Yeah, no problem. And also, if you make it with tequila, it's called a Juan Daly.
That's pretty
That's
great.
not on me. I didn't make that up. I wish I could get credit for it. That's on
A
Wikipedia.
wine Daily. All right, so our first story today, well, we have no idea what this is. Alan, you have a surprise review for us. Coming hot last minute with a surprise review. What is it?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of spring this on you guys. Last week, a week ago today, I bought a Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you wait this long to tell us?
Right? I know. Isn't this great? We kept postponing the podcast. I'm like, all right, I gotta hold it.
Good for you, dude.
So I bought a Nintendo Switch, and it is incredible.
Nice.
I got Breath of the Wild, obviously.
Yeah.
I got Super Mario Odyssey.
Yep.
And I also got Overcooked, and then I've been playing all three of those. And
wow, Overcooked.
yeah, and it's just incredible. The system itself is just amazing. I love that you can just like I can take it with me. I can play in bed, or I can just dock it right on the TV. Switch over real quick. These handles actually, I don't know if Matt, have you seen a Switch yet?
Slides up.
Yeah, I've seen them, but
Yeah, the handles like slide right off and stuff, so you can like detach them. The whole main body unit you can just stand up on its own and like kind of have like a mini screen on the side, and
So
it's
I know
just super portable.
Yeah, so I know this is an audio podcast, but so Alan was just holding up the handheld version of the Switch. So Matt, just for reference, that screen that is on it, that's the system right there.
I was actually just about to ask that.
Yeah,
So
and so he can slide the end handles off, and then do you have the little controller that you can slide them on too for the main?
I do, but not with me.
Okay, yeah. So you can just take those off and put them on the controller, and then dock the system on the charger that plugs into the TV. So it's really cool. Yeah, I was really surprised when I saw that, and I'm like, oh wait, this is the system. That's cool.
Yeah, it's super neat.
Oh man, so you can play. So basically, you could sit on the couch and play, and then you're like, I'm gonna go get in bed, and then you can just take out the tablet thing and go lay in bed and continue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, seamlessly, right?
Yep.
Completely seamlessly.
My
It's
God.
insane how like smooth it is. It's crazy.
And you can bring that. Like you don't have to be on Wi-Fi. You can bring it anywhere with you.
Exactly. Yeah. So like if you wanted to, you could almost have it as like a
Game Boy.
Like you can bring it with you. You can have a charger with it, and you can just go around, plug it in, and just play it as if it were.
What am I doing not having one of those? I'm playing
I
games
know.
on my iPad like a jabroni. Oh my gosh.
So
Okay, wow, that is super cool. I'm excited to hear how those games turn out.
yeah, I actually just beat Super Mario Odyssey today, and it is just from start to finish an incredible game. And my only complaint was that it was just a little too short. I think I got spoiled by like Super Mario Galaxy. So
Do you know you can keep going? Like after the first original 150, there's like more to the game.
yeah, there's more like content afterwards, but there's no more storyline. Like there's no more boss fights or anything like that. So
Oh, okay. Because I know my girlfriend Lauren has one, and she was still playing Odyssey for a while.
oh really?
Yeah, I think
Was it
because-
story, or she was just collecting like stuff?
Well, she was collecting the rest of the moons, but I think there's still a little more story. It unlocks more worlds that you can explore, and you get more abilities. So I'll try to find some details on that. I'll get back to you in terms of what exactly you have to do, because I think there's more content on that game than you've discovered, unless you've gotten all like 1,000 whatever moons it is.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get 1,000, but I wasn't gonna go crazy collecting them because it's not really my style. But,
Yeah. So now that we're in a post E3 world from this past year, what game on the Switch are you most excited to get then? Like Super Smash Bros?
Yeah, I think Smash for sure. I'll definitely get, and then whenever they come out with the Pokemon RPG.
Yeah, for sure.
Not the one they announced, but the one that should be coming out next year.
Yep.
Okay, one more question. So, Nick was saying that you can slide off the side controllers and you can put something else on them, and you can use that as like a controller, like a mini controller, kind of, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So, can you do that on the go also?
Yeah, and like they don't have to be on anything. Like I can slide this controller off, and now I can just use it as if it's a controller, and I can use the other one in my other hand, so I can have my hand
Wii
separate.
controller, like it's motion control, right? Yeah.
And what's really cool too is that this is actually a controller in itself because there's shoulder buttons on the top.
No.
So each side controller can be its own controller. So I can play 2-player games with just one player controller. So
That's cool. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, wow. All right. Well, I'll ask you. Oh my gosh, I have so many questions. That sounds incredible. I'm really excited for you. Please let me know.
I'll probably bring it with me. Yeah.
Yes,
Dude,
please
yes.
do. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, good review, Alan. I was really happy about
Solid.
that.
Good surprise. That was enjoyable. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, moving on. We got some more Star Wars news. It's official that Billy D. Williams will be back to reprise his role as Lando Calrissian in the latest Star Wars Episode 9. Matt, you still have to watch the original 3. We'll probably do that soon. Probably when we come visit, we'll watch a couple of them at some point, maybe. Now that you've seen Solo, A Star Wars Story, you really haven't seen Billy D. Williams' representation of Lando Calrissian. So what do you guys think of this news?
I guess that's good. So for the record, I do vaguely remember that character. I do vaguely remember seeing it and everything.
Yep.
I think that's good. I like that. I love continuity like that. I think it's weird when it breaks, so
Yep.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, same. Alan?
Yeah, I think it'll be cool to see him in. Hopefully, it's like a little bit of a bigger role. And
Yeah.
I really liked watching Donald Glover as the younger Lando,
Oh, yeah.
and kind of how he had a little bit more in the story, and you got to see the character a little bit more. I hope there's a little bit more development in that character as well. So
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do some cool connectivity stuff and lore stuff with him. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
and then they'll kill him off because that's what they do when they bring back old characters.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. Cool. Next news story. We have a hometown hero, Winston Duke from Black Panther. Winston Duke is from our area. We grew up in New York, and he became famous for playing M'Baku in Black Panther. Well, now he just landed a new role. Do you guys remember Kimbo Slice back in the day when YouTube started to get real big? There was Kimbo Slice. He used to fight people in backyards and just destroy them. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he then became a UFC fighter for a little bit, and then he's passed on maybe like last year or the year before or something like that. But they're going to make a movie about him, and Winston Duke is going to be playing Kimbo Slice.
So it's like a biography movie type.
Yeah,
of
like a biopic, I think. Yep.
Oh,
I think that's cool. I like that guy. That was a pretty cool actor. Looks badass as hell.
Yeah.
I like he's getting some airtime because he's representing, So
Yep, for sure.
yeah, I think that's cool. I'm excited to see how that movie turns out because I actually didn't know all that about Kimbo Slice. So
Yeah, and I there's probably some personal life stuff in there that we don't know that they'll probably touch on, which will be make for a good story. But
yeah,
we'll see.
sure.
Yep. But good for Winston Duke. I mean, I really like that guy's M'Baku, like you said, Matt, and hometown guy. So we gotta root for him.
yeah. See how it goes.
Right.
Yep. Moving on to some. Let's get into some TV first here. Westworld season 2 came and went. We're a little bit behind, but I finally got a chance to watch the entire second season without giving any major spoilers because Alan hasn't watched the whole thing yet. I thought the second season wrapped up just okay. There are some fantastic episodes in the season, which is like peak Westworld. But I thought they were really trying too hard to be like they put twists in there for the sake of twists, and that it was a very simple through line, and the only reason why it was complicated or interesting is because they jumbled the timeline up. And I guess what they were trying to say at the end of season 2 as opposed to season 1 was very interesting to me. I don't really know what they were trying to say, or maybe necessarily don't agree with what they were trying to say without giving any spoilers, and we can touch on this again when you finally see the whole thing. But again, a gripe I have with the show is they don't do action very well. They make the human characters extremely dumb and or evil for the sake of being evil, and I don't think it's a really good interpretation. They make the response team in season 2 completely dumb, which I hate, and the rules they set up for when the host gets shot and how many bullets that they can take varies depending on the importance of your character, and it becomes a little, they go in great detail to put so much detail in one aspect of the show, and then they just completely throw that detail aspect on another part of the show out. So overall, it left me interested, but not like clamoring for season 3. So, but we'll see. I'll definitely tune in. Alan, from what you've seen so far of season 2, anything you want to add to that?
No, I kind of agree with you that it kind of felt disorganized at points, and I only watched I think maybe the first 3 or 4 episodes, and
Okay.
It just seemed like there was a lot going on, but there wasn't really much happening with the story. Like all these things kept happening and things were going on, but you were just like, okay, but what about like the story progression? Like that's why I watched this show, because it's an interesting story.
Yes.
There's a really, really cool basis to it, and it developed beautifully in the first season, and then it just felt really slow and just kind of discombobulated in the second.
Sure.
So,
and I will tell you,
so.
I mean, no, you're 100% right. I will tell you that around the mid-season of season 2, mid-season finale, it really hits a peak, and you're like, ooh, that's very interesting. I want to keep watching. And then it takes a small dip, and then season finale was okay. So, like I said, some really great episodes in the season, and some just a lot of meh episodes.
Yeah.
All right, next, some movie news here, guys. Did you get a chance to see It, 2016's horror movie? Has Bill Skarsgård, an adaptation of Stephen King's novel. They redid it for modern audiences. They had the old school 90s one with Tim Curry, the HBO special, then they remade it into a full-length movie that came out a couple years ago. Did you guys get a chance to watch that?
Hell yeah, dude. I watched this movie, I think, 3 times total within like a week or 2 of it coming out.
Yeah.
I was all about this movie. I thought it was great. So
I saw it in the theater. I loved it. I'm not a big horror fan, but this one intrigued me for a little. It intrigued me straight up, and yeah, I was really happy with it. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought all those kids were awesome and great, and all their personalities were really good. And the guy who played Pennywise the clown was awesome as well. So
for sure.
The reason why it's on the list here for our news today is there have been some casting announcements for It Chapter 2. So as we know, as the novel tells us, there's one half of the book is when they're adults. So they come back and the monster comes and haunts them again, or they get involved with the monster again as adults, and it brings upon a whole new set of fears. I can't imagine what they're going to do in It Chapter 2 when Pennywise digs up whatever fear you have as an adult. Like, there could be some real scary shit that's going to happen. But so far, the casting has been incredible. I mean, Jessica Chastain is going to be playing Beverly, famous for Zero Dark 30 and Inception and a whole bunch of other movies. She's been in a ton of stuff. James McAvoy, who's from Wanted and plays Professor X, and
the young one, right?
Yes, the young one, correct. He's in Split also. He's going to be in the movie. Isaiah Mustafa, who is the Old Spice guy, like the I'm on a horse guy. He's going to be playing, I forget the character's name, but the adult version of him. And then Bill Hader is going to be playing the adult version of Richie in the movie. So, so far, nailing casting. And these are big name actors who have a lot of clout. So this is cool. This is cool to see.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm definitely going to see it in theaters when it comes out. I love the
sure.
first one, and I think the casting, like you said, is just amazing in the second one. So
yeah,
definitely highly anticipated for me.
So I haven't seen it, but I think I will. So
I think you would like that. That would be a nice little date night movie for you and CC, Matt.
Would it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
That seems.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can watch scary movies, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I love horror movies, and I loved it. And Nick hates horror movies. Isn't like a huge horror fan, and he loved it. I think it really fits all people who, whether you like horror movies or not, you're gonna like it. So
for sure.
Right. Okay. Cool. I like that. All right. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right, getting into some music news here. So we had a couple albums and LPs drop over the past week or weeks. Future being one of them, but we're going to talk about Drake's Scorpion album that came out. Have you guys had a chance to listen to the full album, and what did you think of it?
I did have a chance to listen to it. I really want to try and give it a couple more listens before I give a complete total judgment on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely a decent album. I would say it was slightly above average. I think it was kind of hard to give a good judgment on it because the big singles that came off of it were already released.
Yeah.
With God's Plan and Good for What, I think was another one that was on there.
Yep.
So like you almost don't really associate those with this album, but it was part of this album.
Yeah.
And then it definitely had a different sound to it. I actually, in my mind, I kind of compared it a lot to Post Malone's album that he came out with, where it wasn't so much of a cool, hype album or like listen to it while you're, bumping in the car while you're driving past people or something. It's more of just a, sit in your room, chill out and listen to it, and it's got a bit more of an easy vibe to it. So.
What did you think of the order or the mix of songs? Like, I noticed that they'd have one really good song, and then they kind of change the vibe on the next song, and then they go back and they bring it back up. I feel like the order that the tracks could be arranged in the album could have been maybe mixed a little bit better, and it would have made for a better flow because it is a double. Well, it's a expanded album. It's not really a double album, but there's a ton of songs on. There's like 20 something songs on there.
Mhm.
I think if you arranged those a little bit better, there could have been a better flow, which would have increased the listenability of the songs. But I agree, Alan. Overall, I think, I want to give it a couple more listens. I like some songs. I'm meh on some songs, but who knows? I need a couple more times to listen to it before I give my full opinion. But so far, I think we're both in agreement. Pretty decent
Yeah.
album. Yeah.
Actually, the flow of the album that's actually very characteristic of a lot of Drake's albums. I've actually he's one of the few rappers where I've listened to a lot of his albums like start to finish, and that is actually how a lot of them are, where they hit you with something kind of fast and upbeat, and then they slow it down, fast and upbeat, and slow it down. So that's actually pretty like,
standard for Jake.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I only have heard one song from the album. I'm not a big Drake fan, probably because I don't listen to him. But I heard "Nice for What."
Yeah.
Oh, nice for what? Sorry, I think I said good for what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song was pretty cool. I liked it. So hopefully, if the rest of the album's like that, I'd be kind of into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not ready to give bottles of mead. Yeah, we'll wait on that a little bit.
I mean, it's up to you. I had some bottles in mind, but I can wait.
All right, we'll save on popping the bottles for next time here. But this next one is what we really want to talk about because it fits right into the theme of today's episode. Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover, a.k.a. Lando Calrissian, dropped a Summer Pack LP with 2 bangers, Summertime Magic and Feels Like Summer. I really like these songs. I feel them. They're kind of a chill summer vibe. What did you guys think of these 2 songs?
So I thought they were kind of different from his normal stuff.
Yeah.
I liked that. Some of his stuff is like so heavy, you can't listen to it in like normal contexts. But I liked the direction that these songs are in. I liked the vibe. I like this chill summerness about them. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really care for them.
Oh, really? Okay.
I guess I just didn't really like his singing. The way like it was in there, I respect it. I think it was cool, and it wasn't bad to listen to. I could definitely hear it, but I just wouldn't seek it out. So, the higher, I don't know. I mean, he's got a good voice and stuff. It's cool. It's just it wasn't my type of.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that too. So,
Alan, based on your reactions to the video chat, you agree with Matt?
I think I liked him a little bit more than Matt did. I did like him a lot, and I think Donald kind of is really similar to Kanye in that he just kind of branches out and tries different things. Not any of his songs really sound too similar.
Yeah.
He experiments a lot, and he just has a lot of creative freedom that he just expresses. So I think these are definitely a different sound from what he normally does, and I think they're kind of interesting. So.
Yeah. My first impression was that I really liked them. Now that you say that, though, I'm going to give them a deeper listen and see how, not that I'm going to change my opinion, but I want to get it from your perspective. So I'll definitely give it another listen, but I really like the 2 songs that he came out with.
Yeah, I think they're well produced and stuff.
Sorry, I definitely didn't dislike them. It's just it's not something I would actively seek out.
Yeah, I had the same kind of feeling.
If I was hanging out with friends or whatever, I probably wouldn't be like, oh man, this is a song we got to listen to next.
You know what? I do agree with that. I would probably throw it on a playlist or something, like a party mix or a summertime playlist. And when it comes up, you're like, oh, yeah, this song, this is cool. But I'm not going to go listen to it 40 times in a row or something like that. Let's get into some music picks, guys. So, as always, we'll give some music recommendations of what we've been listening to and kind of what we're into at the time. So,
okay, well, the song I picked, which is funny how we just talked about songs that we wouldn't necessarily play when we're hanging out with friends. We wouldn't specifically seek out.
Yeah.
Wow. This song I would definitely play when I'm hanging out with friends. And I have. It's awesome. It's called Karaoke, and it's featuring Lizzo, and it's by Big Freedia. And Big Freedia, by the way, is gay, but he identifies with the pronoun she. And I thought that was interesting. So,
wow, okay.
Big Freedia is very cool. The type of music of this genre is called bounce music. And it originated in New Orleans, apparently. But it's very there's a clapping nonstop in the background. It's very upbeat. It's awesome. It's very you're gonna rage when you listen to this song. You're gonna go crazy. I do all the time, and it's awesome. So it's called Karaoke by Big Freedia, and it's gonna make your summer so much better. So you should listen to it.
The song that I had thrown on here, and I actually just thought of it because I couldn't think of it earlier, is called Fake Chanel by Yellow Claw. Yellow Claw just released a new studio album, I think maybe a few weeks or even
You're
a
right.
month
I've been
ago.
meaning to listen to that. Yeah.
It's definitely got some good songs on it. This was one that really just stood out to me because they come real hard. They got the sick trap beats, and it has A$AP Ferg in it doing some lines in the beginning. And A$AP Ferg goes so hard in the beginning.
Oh,
And this is just a jam. I remember hearing this and being like, "Oh shit, yes, Yellow Claw." You just want that sick trap sound that Yellow Claw brings, and then with A$AP rapping over top of it, it was just a perfect harmony in my book. So
I know what I'm listening to at work tomorrow. Dang.
the album itself was okay. There's definitely some songs on it that are decent, worth listening to. No real bangers compared to some of their old stuff, but definitely a good album still. So
Cool. Nice.
yeah.
For my 2 picks, I had "Locked Out of Heaven" by Bruno Mars. Every time the song comes on the radio, that's a good song. It gives you kind of like a little Police Sting vibe in that song, and it's one of Bruno Mars' hits that I just really, really like. And it's to me, that's a timeless song. Like, you could play that at any point in history, and everyone's like, "That's a good song." My other one is a song that I've been kind of obsessed with lately. It's Jackie Chan by Tiesto featuring Post Malone. It's just a little upbeat, catchy song, and it just makes you kind of want to dance. I don't know. I like it. It's just a good song.
Got some solid picks here.
Yeah. As always, if you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at The Torrent Podcast on Twitter and Facebook, and at thetorrentpod@gmail.com. By the time this episode airs, we will have the Torrent Podcast official merchandise store up and running. You can find us at tpublic.com/stores/the Torrent Podcast. I think you should be able to just to search the Torrent Podcast on TeePublic as well. So we're going to have the main podcast logo. We're going to have a couple of cool ones. We're going to have a Stranger Things inspired t-shirt. We're going to have a Star Wars inspired t-shirt, and then we're going to have some t-shirts related to the podcast. The Matt's Shot System shirt. We're going to have
BB Shot System.
the BB Shot System shirt. We're going to have a hot crochet shirt, and we're going to have some mead inspired shirts. So you're going to be able to find all that and more. And by the way, you don't have to just get t-shirts. You can get long sleeve shirts. You can get hoodies. You can get blankets. You can get pillows. You can get them on mugs, phone cases, laptop cases, anything you'd like. It's all going to be available for your pleasure.
Oh my god, can we get mugs and drink meat out of them?
Yes, we can.
Mead mugs?
Mead mugs would be so
Some
cool.
mead mugs.
Nick, how are the Torrent
Little honey
podcast?
dip on it.
Nick, how are the Torrent podcast G-strings coming?
They're in development. They've been snapping off people, so like we got them a little too tight, so we got to loosen them up. Got to take them to the seamstress, loosen them up a little bit, and we're good to go.
Okay, I know all of our female listeners have been clamoring.
Oh
for
yeah,
those, so-
clamor. We get so many emails. Where are
it's
the
like-
Torrent Podcast G-strings?
It's literally like 3 a day. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Dude.
insane. Overflowing the inbox.
Yeah, our DMs on our Twitter's inbox are just crazy. It's blowing up the charts.
That's right.
It's getting buck wild.
We'll also have the link posted in the description of the episode, so you guys can go right to our TeePublic store and get all that stuff. All right, guys. Now let's move into the main discussion of the show, and that is Songs of Summer / our summer song draft. Before we start the draft, I want to talk a little bit about what makes a great summer songs. Is there any attributes that the song needs to have, or any vibe that the song needs to have, that you go, that right there is a summer song? I don't want to listen to it anytime else besides in the summer.
Okay. There definitely is.
Okay.
So personally, what I personally think is that I'm much more into like acoustic instruments in the summertime.
Oh, okay.
I feel that way because whenever I'm doing stuff outside, if I'm hiking or riding bikes or whatever, I really like to listen to more acoustic stuff. Not necessarily more chill stuff, not necessarily, but I'm more into acoustic stuff, I'm more into folk stuff, even if it's upbeat and got a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
So that's my personal vibe. And in the summertime, I'm hanging out outside a lot more, so that's why I feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's sunny, it's nice, it's warm, it's happy, everyone's together. So those songs that have the like major chords and the positive vibes,
Nice.
and the upbeat stuff, I feel like that's really what makes a very good summer song.
You stole my point. That was good. That was what I was gonna
Okay.
say. Yep.
My
Damn.
last thing is songs that are sort of not. I almost want to say chill, that help you relax more, because lots of times you'll be outside, you might be playing like lawn games or something like that, but you're not like, like not downhill skiing or snowboarding or doing something like fast and crazy. Most of the time you're just kind of hanging out with friends or like drinking or laying in a pool or a lake or something like that. So
Yeah.
sometimes the chill stuff is also good.
Yes.
So I would say those are my main summer jam topics.
I think you nailed it right there,
Yeah,
man.
dude, you
Like,
crushed it. Holy
Thanks,
crap.
guys.
I can't even follow that up. I got nothing to say.
obviously, what a summer song means to everyone is going to be different because everyone has different experiences and everything. So you can go to a lot of house parties in the summer, backyard parties, graduation parties. I mean, so you get that vibe, and then like you said, Matt, you got like the chill vibe where you're just with like a couple of friends and you're hanging out at a lake house or something like that. And so you got this like nice mix of songs, and everything kind of reminds you of summer. And so you can get kind of like that chill vibe and that party vibe, but I think they can all blend together and just make something like really awesome playlist kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I totally agree. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to hear something upbeat and like you're at a party or something. Sometimes you want it to be chill. So
Yeah.
good point.
Do you guys feel like you have to get a little angsty in summertime too? Because especially in high school, you talk to girls, you break up with a girl, or it's about meeting a girl or hanging out with girls in the summer. And there's a lot of songs about that, and I feel like that's almost an integral part of what a summer song is talking about girls.
Damn, Nick. You're just breaking up and like meeting girls during the summer?
No. I'm just bringing the topic up. I just doing research. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I will say, I think that girls and breaking up and that kind of thing is a big summer theme.
Yeah.
I don't really agree necessarily with the angstiness.
Okay. Maybe
Unless,
angst was the wrong word, but yeah,
But
you know what
so
I mean.
what you mean
Yeah.
is like you're single, you're going clubbing, you got to get the testosterone flowing. So, you get yourself all pumped up, crank down a little bit.
Just
Not really the
normal
direction-
summer stuff. Yeah.
Not the direction I was gonna go with that, but sure,
Okay,
that's
well.
fine. I mean,
Oh, agree to disagree.
agree to disagree.
I guess no. In all seriousness, I don't like angsty stuff. I don't like that feeling. I don't want to feel that ever. Definitely not in the summertime. But I do. I know sometimes it's all about like heartbreak and stuff. So
Yeah, well, just like some of the songs we're gonna probably mention today in our summer song draft deals with that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I just trying to make a connection here. Especially when you're in high school, like. Summertime high school stuff and like the house parties you go to and all that stuff, like there's like a small culture there, and I think that contributes to a lot of what summer is about, really.
yeah,
For sure.
I dig it.
So are there any types of music that you go, no, this does not belong in a summertime playlist, like this is too much or this is not enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say church choir music probably doesn't fit in too well.
Classical,
And-
Beethoven,
Do you not
Maybe
worship?
a lot of hymns.
Do you not worship our Lord and Savior in the summertime? Ale?
No, I do. I'm just saying, like, I like the more modern
No, he's on break. He's
church
a
music.
teacher, right? He's on
church
break.
choir music is kind of weird, like hymns and stuff.
That shit
Mm.
all
And maybe,
the
like,
time, so.
Death metal. I feel like I'm not really into death metal
For sure. Hard,
in the
hard
summer.
hardcore,
Only
anything too like grunge punk, I think is like a little too much.
Yeah, which I love that style of music. I feel like it's more of like a fall winter type of style. Music.
Absolutely, for sure.
We'll get my Slipknot on.
What's funny though is I remember growing up and hearing Smashing Pumpkins played during the summertime, and there are a few Smashing Pumpkins songs in particular that really remind me of summer.
Yeah, I know.
Although it's not, they're more of like they don't really. Okay,
Like
They don't really fit.
1979. That's like
Yeah, right.
That's a
Drown
pretty
is a
simple
song for some reason in particular, but it's a little bit more chill. But it's like chill grungy. But like, there's a song "Drown" that reminds me of summer. So I
Right.
should have picked that one.
But some of their songs are definitely like not in that realm, so
Okay, yeah, that's a good
depends.
point. Yeah.
So how rap is too much rap in a summertime playlist song? So like and what I mean by this is that hear me out. Don't give me a look, Alan. Come on.
Oh, I'm giving you that look.
I mean, this is a summertime playlist. This isn't we're going to the club and like grinding on each other playlist. So
Yeah, that's not all.
can we get too aggressive with the rap? Like gangster rap? Was that be excluded?
Yeah, or like really heavy club music. I'm not like considering that super. That's
Right.
club
Okay.
music. That's not summer music.
Well,
I'm
I
just
go to the
laying
club and I
ground
go
rules here,
grinding.
Yeah.
I go grinding in the summertime. Why can't I listen to that?
Yeah, what if I want to get my twerk on in the middle of my
Yeah.
dude?
Go
Okay, so
daggering or something.
I do it all. Anyway, okay. So I kind of agree with you actually though. I was just kind of joking around a second ago, but I actually do agree with you because rap kind of, not all rap, some types of rap like are very negative and they're like portraying like a real dark message, which is fine, and I love expression in music.
It goes hand in hand with metal too. Same thing with
Right.
metal.
Yeah.
Like they both can go too far, and then it's kind of goes up beyond the realm of what a summertime song would be.
For me though, I never want to feel like that. I mean, I'm all for like feeling different emotions and stuff, but I don't want to feel like, I don't know, like dark or like you know, like intense. I always want to be chill.
Yep.
Always want to just like,
And that kind of circles back around. You want a song that has that are in the major chords, major progressions, all that stuff.
Right.
Really evokes a happy feeling when you listen to it. Yeah, so good.
Right. Yeah. So I would. I mean, I hardly ever listen to rap anyway, and all the rap I do listen to is like more upbeat, fun.
Yeah.
But so personally, I would not have any rap, but Alan might.
Oh, I do.
Oh, he'll fight. This is gonna be interesting. Okay.
All right, let's get into this. I'm heated now.
Yeah. You're
All right.
heated.
I'm in heat. Wait.
Ooh.
No,
Yikes.
wait.
It's
Phrasing.
not springtime. It's summertime. All right, so let's get into this here. We determined draft order. Couldn't think of anything better, so we just played our little Divinity Original Sin 2 that we've been mentioning on the last couple shows. We decided that whoever got the most kills got to pick first. Happened to be this guy right here, me. So I will pick first. Matt came in with the runner-up by blasting everyone with his new crossbow that he found. So he picks second, and then Alan was just a support.
I'm a support character, dude. All right, man. I'm a tank. I knock people down, and then you steal my kills.
Are you the support, or you're like the?
Yeah, dude.
What's
He's
the
a
word?
tank.
Like
He's a tank.
I knock down everyone, dude.
So you're like in Hearthstone, you're like the tech who like does like the tech category of card, like you do stuff.
I'm
right?
I'm MC Tech. Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. So sorry, man, that's your role. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to accept last.
That's fine.
It's fine.
I do it for you guys.
We all know from our superhero draft, you can pick first and have a really shitty draft. So
Did you pick first in that too?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Sorry.
All
man.
right.
Okay.
I got like last and crushed it. So okay, yeah.
No, I crushed it.
With the flex, though. The flex can count. It's fine.
Yeah.
Flex.
Well, the flex. No,
I argued-
the viewers wrote in the flex.
I argued that it shouldn't count, and then I ended up winning with it.
True.
Okay, sorry. Anyway. Nick.
All
drum roll,
right.
please.
I'm starting off. My all-time favorites, Song of Summer. I prefer the Atari's version, but Don Headley did the original, and that's Boys of Summer.
Oh,
Boys of Summer. Okay.
Yep.
wow. Good choice, dude. That's a sick song.
Like I said, I
Yeah.
prefer the Atari's version.
Yeah,
I did a remake. It's more.
I prefer the
modern.
Ataris, yeah.
Yeah, but originally performed by Don Henley. So give credit where credit is due. Great song.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That is a good pick. I'm so glad you didn't pick mine, because when I say mine, everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, obviously. Oh, man. All right. Mine is Steal My Sunshine by Len.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Still that song. Like, there's a commercial now, 2018 in July, and that song is in it.
Nice.
So it's the background beat. Like they're a one-hit wonder. Actually, they have some other great songs. Len, that's the band who does it. Len.
Mhm.
But Steal My Sunshine is always just like that, like awesome, like hang out with friends in the summertime. Oh man, so great.
Jeez. I'm sorry, I did not mean to play. Please edit that out.
I will not be editing.
Why is this not? What's happening right now?
There, Alan?
Oh god, I don't know.
Oh.
I can't make this stop. Okay, sorry.
Small technical malfunction.
So
Jesus
anyway,
Christ.
Steal My Sunshine is a great song to drink your vodka lemonades to. So.
Alan really stole your sunshine in that pick.
Dude, can we edit that out, please? Jeez, that was embarrassing. All right, 3, 2.
We're not editing it out.
Shit.
We're not doing it, Alan.
All right, for my first pick, I'm going with the classic "Ride with Me" by Nelly.
Oh, I had that on my list.
Oh.
Nice.
This is just
Okay.
like, man,
Oh.
you know, I get in my car, I go for a nice drive, and yeah, dude, it's just like it's so catchy. Everyone knows it. Like, man, this is just it gets me pumped up for summer times. Great song by Nelly.
Good pick.
Okay.
Gonna cross that one off now.
Nice. Ooh, that was on yours?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
All right, for my second pick, I'm going with a classic. Matt, this is one of those chill summer songs where you're just you're relaxed and you're drinking your vodka lemonades or your
Obviously.
Arnold Palmers or your John Daly's or your Juan Daly's, whatever. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding.
Wow.
Just classic. Yep. I every time I listen to this song, I just picture like late evening. You're on like a dock or a lake house overlooking water, just chilling with some people, having a small fire. Like perfect song.
Okay.
Like you're doing tricks with your jet ski. Your baby girl's on the handlebars, obviously. Right?
Sure.
As in your child or like your girlfriend?
Both. Your girlfriend and your child that you had with a different mother.
Your little baby girl just sitting,
little baby girl.
perched up, take a little nap on the handlebar of
You
your
got
jet
like
ski.
one of those front like baby things that you strap onto your body and just roll on the jet ski.
Oh man, I should have saved that joke for a more appropriate song because that's not a redneck song at all. But anyway,
It kind of is. It could be.
yeah, okay, I love it. All right, next song. You guys definitely know this one too. "Only Want to Be with You" by Hootie and the Blowfish.
Very nice.
Ooh, good choice.
I love Hootie and the Blowfish. And guys, I'll be honest with you, Darius Rucker. I really like Darius Rucker. So
Great
As a country artist?
yes, I
Yeah.
will
Ooh.
accept that. I have so much respect for Hootie and the Blowfish and I know that he's like trying to. Well, no, he's not trying to put it behind him that much, but anyway, I love Hootie and the Blowfish. I think they're great for summer. So, "Only Want to Be with You."
Nice.
Going to all my country fans out there, my number one country pick is "Summertime" by Kenny Chesney. Just a great, obviously a great summertime song because it's called "Summertime." This is the quintessential, like, you got your Jeep, you're taking your doors off, you're taking the top off, you're cruising around, you got to play "Summertime" by Kenny Chesney.
When you play that
Very
song,
nice.
multiple tops are coming off. Am I right, guys?
Oh yeah.
G-strings are popping.
G-strings are popping. We gotta send it back. Nick, what you got next?
My next one is a more recent song.
Why are they popping up? They're like,
That's what you
why are these women not ordering appropriately sized G-strings?
Oh man.
I'm so sorry. I'm drinking water. I'm not even drunk. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
All right, Nick. I'm sorry.
Whew, no, that's fine. That's good. All right, my next song is a more recent song by the wonderful Katy Perry, and that is California Girls.
Oh man, that
Nice.
Nick. That's a good pick. I love that song.
Great song.
My next song is "When It's Over" by Sugar Ray. I
Wow.
really love Sugar Ray. I think they're incredible. Especially like their later stuff. Do you know they start off as kind of like a heavier band? I didn't notice that. But
I know that.
also, I went to go see Sugar Ray live like a month ago, and it basically got rained out, and we didn't get our money back, and I was really mad.
That's
so,
dumb.
yeah. So, but
Especially
yeah,
for your
Sugar Ray is like perfect, like summer hits. All my songs are from the '90s. I'm realizing
Nothing wrong with that.
that is true. The '90s
Fair.
alternative rock is very summer hits.
It's very summery. Yes, I agree,
Yeah,
100%.
I like that. All right, Big Al.
All right.
What do you got?
Next on my list is "Be With You" by Enrique Iglesias.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
my like summertime. What?
This is a slow jam, right?
No, oh no, this picks up. It's like a dance hit. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of the other one.
Without you gone, I just want to be with you.
Oh yeah,
That one?
that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone's all sweaty in a club, right? Like that's
Yeah.
what G-strings are popping all over the place.
You just broke up with your girlfriend. Like all you can think about is being with her. She left you because you popped her G-string and one too many times. It's like, man, you bump this, you just drive in the car, and you're crying, fucking flying down the highway, just
Oh my
wind is your top is off, and you're just fucking flying in your Jeep, and you're just no, that joke. Like it just this is my jam right here.
Okay.
Summer
Wow.
breakup song.
Nice.
Yeah, there's that angsty kind of thing Nick was talking about, right?
See?
There you go.
Okay.
Spiraling out of control.
I know, we are.
Yeah, we're really gone off the rails.
So I'm torn now. I can either go very traditional summer songs and be very cliche, or I can go a little outside what
Yeah. Fuck, dude, go cliche. We love
All
cliche
right.
summer songs. You
All
want to hear
right,
the songs you like.
This next one is Summer by Calvin Harris.
Oh, when I met you,
But you're
and
reading
it's
the-
summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, that's
it's
a
kind of
sick
a
one.
chill electronic song, but you know Calvin Harris is great, and that's a good one to start it off. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys. I know Alan has probably heard this. My next pick is by Guster. It's the song "Homecoming King," and that is an example of a song that has like the right instruments for a summer hit. It's got like a cool, happy, like sounding guitar. It's like real upbeat, really great. I love Guster. Tons of Guster songs are on like my summer playlists. So I would definitely say "Homecoming King." Probably one of my favorite songs by them. Is a great summertime hit.
nice.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a niche pick, but I dig it.
I know,
It's
but
a good
you know
one.
that song, right?
Yeah.
You like Guster a lot, right?
Yeah, I like Custer a lot. That was a good pick.
Yeah.
You're right. I do tend to put them on my summer playlist too when I listen. to
They're
them.
just like upbeat. They like get people moving and stuff, you know. I
You
like
guys
that.
have talked about Guster a lot, and Matt, I know I see you wear that Guster hoodie all the time when I
Oh
hang
yeah,
out.
that's right. Yeah.
Is that a band or is that a group that I would like? Do you think?
Yeah. Yes, I think so. They're kind of like
Maybe.
indie. They're kind.
Okay.
I don't know. How would you even
I don't-
describe that? Like,
You just have to listen to him. I'm not sure if that's quite Nick's style, but he might.
Okay.
yeah, you would like them. They're upbeat. They're real easy to listen to. They're like the Fray almost with no piano. Like just like in the sense that like everyone kind of likes them. They're not. They make like good sounding music. No one is ever like, oh, I hate that song. It's just like I just can't listen to it.
Okay.
It looks like a
also-
folk sound too, right? Because they got like a
They're
little bit of weird instruments.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. They have some banjos and stuff. They're a little more folkier.
Okay.
So.
I'll check them out for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Coming up next is "California Love" by Tupac.
Nice pick,
It's just
dude.
a sick song to jam to. Yeah. you're just kind of rolling real slow, bending corners in your Mercedes or whatever, and you just kind of got your tinted windows rolled down just a little bit so that the sound gets out, and this is a song you're jamming to in the middle of summer. So,
or for us, you're rolling up in your Honda Civic to the
That's
Chipotle, and you're like, "What's
your
up, ladies?"
right.
Yeah.
Your Mazda 3.
Nice. Next, I have to throw a little love to some punk, and I have to go with one of the most popular punk bands out there, Blink-182. All the Small Things. Classic.
Ooh.
Definitely a summertime song. Yeah, man.
Okay. I was going to do this as my flex pick, but I really like it. The song I'm going to do is by Taylor Swift, and it's 22. And I've been really getting into Taylor Swift lately. And,
Yes.
Right? I
Dude,
really...
this is such a good song.
Yeah. And I just feel like that's a good, like, upbeat, people know it. Everyone can sing along to it. It's a good time. So that
I was wondering when Taylor Swift was going to make her appearance
I know,
in
right?
our
It was
draft.
only a matter of time.
I wasn't expecting it to. Wow, holy crap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Next up, I got Cake by the Ocean by DNCE.
Okay.
Good,
Right.
kind of electronic, kind of a little more out of my realm of music, but definitely a good hit, definitely catchy, and like jamming to it.
Definitely.
It's always in my summer playlist.
Yeah. That's a good one. All right. Now we're in our flex round.
So what's a flex pick in this case? It's just sort of like...
Just an extra song, like maybe it didn't
honorable
make your
mention.
top... Yeah, honorable mention kind of thing.
Is it like something we put on a playlist or something that we'd like listen to but not put on a playlist?
I would say you'd put it on a playlist, but it's more of like you're saving that one for... Like, once you've exhausted all the options, you're like, all right, I'll put it on here.
Gotcha.
Now, granted,
As the night's winding down type of thing, you throw this one in.
Sure. I mean, we're only limited to 5 picks for the sake of time in this draft. Obviously, there's a whole bunch more songs that we could throw on there, so this is just an extra one. I'm going to throw on... Oh, man, there's so many good songs left. Just in terms of some that I like. I'm going to throw on a little country song called Parking Lot Party by Lee Bryce. Again, it's got a nice party vibe. I mean, the song is called Parking Lot Party. It's pretty self-explanatory of what the song is. Great song, catchy country tune. So that's my last pick, my flex pick.
Okay.
Digging it.
Yeah, I like that. So if I could go back and do this over, I would probably switch out this song with the Guster song.
Okay.
And the only reason is because more people know the song I'm about to say, and it seems more just like kind of big. The song I'm gonna pick is "1,000 Miles" by my girl Vanessa Carlton.
Oh.
Ooh.
Have to pick that one.
Wow.
Vanessa Carlton, she's one of my favorite musicians. And that song is so upbeat. It's literally like the epitome of summer. If I could, I would reverse that and "Homecoming King" by Guster.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Guster is more of a flex pick kind of thing. Because, I don't know, less people have heard of him and stuff. So, anyway, Vanessa Carlton's really, really amazing. Definitely got to pick "1,000 Miles."
Very nice. Wow.
Nice. For the final flex pick, going back to my country fans, I'm going with "Life Is a Highway," the Rascal Flatts version.
Very nice pick. Yeah.
Just a solid country song, solid song of summer. The Tom Cochran version is very good too, the original, but the Rascal Flatts one really has gotten big recently.
Mhm.
I think it was in Cars or something.
Yeah.
one of
something
those
like that.
movies, one
Yep.
of the Pixar movies or whatever. That kind of made it big, but this is just a good feel-good song in the summer too. So not necessarily has to be on your list, but maybe on there if you're into it.
Nice. That's a good pick.
All right.
Wow.
So now we're gonna make our songs battle each other, or how does this?
We'll enter them into the simulator.
Yeah.
And it'll be like the celebrity deathmatch. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah!
I love Celebrity Deathmatch.
Wow, yeah. Was that on MTV or something?
Yeah, for sure.
My parents used to not let me watch that, so I'd have to
Because it was too violent or whatever.
yeah, I'd have to secretly tape it downstairs on the VHS and watch them later.
I have a whole bunch of songs that I didn't get to choose. Do you guys want to hear some of those that might be, and maybe comment? We'll just quickly go through.
Definitely.
Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I used to live on Ocean Avenue.
Yeah. All Star, Smash Mouth.
No,
Definitely not.
come on. Jeez.
Yeah, I support that.
I also had.
All Star, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's a good
what's wrong with that
song.
song? That's a feel good song.
It's a Shrek song.
No, it's a Mystery Men song, dude. Get out of here.
All right.
No, it is a Shrek song. It came out from Mystery Men. Anyway,
Have you guys seen the video of that dude who he's got like the huge like beard thing, and he's like real fat, and he sings songs like Evanescence's Bring Me to Life.
yes,
But instead of the lyrics are always All Star Smash Mouth.
yes,
That dude's
those are
hilarious.
so funny, dude. Oh my god.
That dude crushes it.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
That's funny.
Real quick, a couple more songs. I had Santeria by Sublime,
Okay.
Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett, Beautiful Girls by Sean
We need
Kingston,
this.
Beverly Hills by Weezer, Summer Breeze by Sealant Coughs. That's a deep cut. Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. That was one of the more cliche ones that I could have done. And Good Vibrations by Beach Boys.
Yeah, those are all classics.
Yeah.
Dude, you could name endless summer songs. There's so many.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to give a shout out to some of those that didn't make the list. There's another song by AER, very not popular band, rap group, but there's a song called Floats My Boat. When I went to go visit our buddy Reed down in Florida, he played this while we were chilling on the boat, and now I'm automatically associated with like summertime and like hanging out on a boat. It just Floats My Boat by AER. I just want to give that song a shout out as well. So
sick.
nice. Guys.
All right, what do we talk about in the next episode, Nick?
Yeah, so you guys are familiar with the horror movie The Purge?
Oh, are we?
There's been a couple movies.
Are
Way to sell that one hard. Well, there's been, I think, 3 of them. They just came out with The First Purge, which is like the prequel movie. So I figured this... I know. So I figured this would be a good time to talk about utopias and dystopias.
Is this the one that's sort of like the Crucible or whatever?
Yes, where you have like one night where you can like murder everything's lawless.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can freely murder people, you can commit murder, you can commit violent crimes for one night, and they call it the Purge because it's supposed to keep the population at bay and all that stuff, and that's the premise of the Purge movies. So in order to create a better society, they're doing horrific things, and I think we can really talk about utopias / dystopias, because as we know from literature and society, anytime we try to get closer and closer to a utopia, it actually ends up becoming a dystopia. And so I think there's some really meaty discussion we can have there next time, and then we can also talk about some of our favorite utopia dystopia stories, whether it be movies or whatnot. So
Video games.
Yeah, video games, what have you. So all that and more next time on the show. This has been an episode of The Torrent. We'll see you next time. Well, that's it for this episode of The Torrent. Thank you all for listening. Download, rate, and subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast service. If you want to get in contact with us, feel free to send us an email, thetorrentpodcast@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter @TheTorrentPod. We'll see you guys next time.